When God saved me from them pills, I knew it was something.
I pray I stay 10 toes down. Yeah, they wanna keep me bound. Put your presence all around, lifts me high.
Look at me now, that's a crown. Look at me now, 10 toes down.
Yeah. I pray I stay 10 toes down. Yeah, they wanna keep me bound. Put your presence all around, lifts me high.
Look at me now, that's a crown. Look at me now, 10 toes down.
Head to my shoulders, to my pinky toe. People only show you what they think they know. Sometimes the chitter chatter got me feeling low. Nobody turn up my blessings another decibel.
Powerful, I know there will be a day that I rise. Fall like rain, put that fire upon me. Coming like a wave, put that fire upon me. Fan them flames, put that fire upon me. Set my soul aflame, put that fire upon me. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, 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 fire. Burning up in my soul like them bush in the back of the woods. Ready to match up and go, so my heart can be full of your power. No matter where me at, they done ask me who that. Cause the spirit of your run, I know it's a fall like rain, put that fire upon me. Coming like a wave, put that fire upon me. Fan them flames, put that fire upon me. Set my soul aflame, put that fire upon me. Fall like rain, put that fire upon me. Coming like a wave, put that fire upon me. Fan them flames, put that fire upon me. Set my soul aflame, put that fire upon me.
What I'm saying? We will forever love in Jah. Oh Jah. No me say we will forever love in Jah. Fire.
He'll bring you through the fire, above all the trials. Make new from all you've been made whole. You'll come out like you're silver and gold. He'll bring you through the fire, above all the trials. Make new from all you've been made whole. You'll come out like you're silver and gold.
Kingdom we are go. March. Everybody march up, zin. We don't want the fire.
Yeah, when my life was dark, you gave a light. Now
I could see that when I was lost and couldn't fight, that you still provide and give me life. Right when I feel low, you reach high. You give me your all and I cry. So I give my all to you, my all to you, my God. You are my only, you are my first choice, my God. You give me purpose, give me a reason. You don't want nothing from me, just want you to feel all your love.
From the bottom to the top. From the bottom to the top.
On my way down, I was feeling lost, now Jesus found us. I was down bad, now they can't control us. Every time I'm down, man, he seems to show up. Seems to show up.
Yo. From the bottom to the top, and I will never quit. Heaven sent, never been down with anything devilish. Listening to anything but God will have you winning less. Reminisce about the time when I was broken, penniless. When I got my check, man, them times I was paying less. Now that I reflect, I realize now that I'm paying debt. Every breath I breathe is evident that you will never let harm come in the form of anything that I will never be. You're never weak, and that's faith, cause your face is something we've never seen. But I believe that you receive everything that I dream and turn them into things that end up being beautiful memories. The simple fact that you remember me is just enough for me to give you every part of me. The simple fact that you remember me is just enough for me to give you every part of me.
On my way down, I was feeling lost, now Jesus found us. I was down bad, now they can't control us. Every time I'm down, man, he seems to show up.
Good morning, Revealing Truth Ministries family and friends. Welcome to this special Deeper Dive Family Conference edition. We are live in the building. We are in the building with the livest live audience in all of Tampa Bay. Our staff is here. Most importantly to us, you are here, and we appreciate your presence. The Deeper Dive gives us the opportunity to attend to the things that God has said to us as we've determined to be people who are most blessed. I hope you are living your most blessed life. We're in our family conference, Mature Me, I Choose Us. And on Sunday, Pastor Benjamin Smith, the pastor of our Wesley Chapel campus, was here in the Tampa campus delivering a message, teaching us and reminding us, stirring us up and encouraging us to be good water. The question I've been asking myself since Sunday is, are you good water? He sowed that seed.
Yes, sir.
Are you good water? And we're going to dive into that conversation. And we have with us today the one, the only, Master. I want to give you the Master Conductor.
Wow, okay.
I'm thinking about your Mighty Marching Lions role.
Yes,
You've
sir.
offered a lot to our community. You added a lot in what you do with the Mighty Marching Lions, but then what you do on staff here. And you all know Deacon Antoine Underwood. Give it up for Deacon Antoine Lamar Underwood.
Thank you for having me.
But I just want to take a moment for you to share first with us, with the folks who are watching, your role, what you do here for Revealing Truth Ministries as a church, but our community.
My role here, my official role here is Executive Operations Director. I oversee all the operations of the church from all three campuses, which is a fun and rewarding job as itself. I get to talk to many people, you know, the roofers, the vendors, and just partners, develop partnerships for the church, and just oversee this operations. It's a trustworthy position that I'm grateful to be in. And then I founded the Mighty Marching Lions Christian Community All-Star Band here, 17 years.
17 years.
Started with 7 kids and 1 instrument. Yeah. So it's a blessing, man, what God can do if like you said, you're good water, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He knows. And just being obedient to what he tell you to do. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful for the many hats that I wear, but more importantly, the impact that it has on other people's lives.
Yeah. I think about all of the relationships that you get the opportunity to make in those positions with what you do as a staff member with Revealing Truth Ministries, but then what you do as the founder of the Mighty Marching Lions. It's all relationships. Now, yeah. You founded the Mighty Marching Lions 17 years ago. How long have you been on staff with Revealing Truth?
10 years, 2 months.
So we're talking about that amount of time of relationship building.
Yes.
And you're pretty effective in what you do, if I might say.
Thank you, sir.
You know, and but then you can talk to us about, I think that the key to your effectiveness in this role is how well you establish and maintain relationships. Of those 17 years that you've been the founder of the Mighty Marching Lions, you've developed relationships with the principals of schools in the area, as well as other band directors at the schools in the area. You just got back from the Bahamas.
Yes, sir.
And there are relationships that have been established over all the years that we've been going to the Bahamas. So give us a just a key to your mindset as you meet people for the first time with all that you do in mind. You're wearing both hats.
Right.
Right? So what's the key to just relationship building from Deacon Antoine Underwood?
To me, is developing the right relationships. You know, you got to make sure that you are just not developing a relationship just because, hey, you do this, let me get with you because you can help me get where I got to be at, but understand the essence of why the relationship we've been brought together.
Okay.
And learning how to foster relationships so it's almost not task-driven. It's not, oh, you do this for me, I do this for you. Okay. It's almost like, let me find out about your families. You know, most of the people I talk to, most people I get to meet, you find out about their families, their church, their religion. You find out about who they are. You find out about what they love to do, and you find commonalities. Before we even have the business meeting, we're talking about families and raising our sons and raising our daughters and raising family and family trips and family things and things we can do and dropping those nuggets, and then the business take place.
Right.
I think a lot of times we discuss business so much to where you forget that this person is really needs you just to help them understand how to be a better father to their children. But you're so busy focused on the business side of things to where what you call yourself trying to build a long-term relationship can be damaged and hindered because instead of focusing on, hey, man, this is who I am. I'm a people person. Let me talk to you. What's going on with you? That can hinder the business relationship because now they're too busy being distracted by what's going on to where they can't work with the business side of things. So I'm very cautious about not focusing on the business. Like God gave me the vision, focus on the mission, not the condition. You know, sometimes we can focus on the mission so much.
Focus on the mission, not the condition.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that plays in two roles. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the condition can affect the mission that God has
Got
you
it.
on.
Right.
And so you have to make sure you're focusing on the mission, giving it to God, talking to God, but sometimes be sensitive in those moments to know that, hey, the business part of the thing is going to happen. Let's work on the ministry part. And sometimes God will connect you together just to pray for somebody. You just never know. But in those relationships, they last so long because now you're not just focusing on my money or my talents or what I have to offer. You're focused on me as a person, not only me but my staff. And that's what I try to make sure that I maintain and hear from God about how can we maintain this relationship, not only for me, because talking to people on behalf of the ministry, that's a big thing. So you got to have good water.
That's
I represent
right.
the entire Revealing Truth Ministries all the years when I'm talking to people. No, they're not seeing a Pastor Brian. They're not seeing a Pastor Sheeta or Pastor Deborah. Sometimes I'm acting on behalf of them for this transaction on this bill on behalf of the ministry. And so being good water, sometimes they know you from Revealing Truth Ministry. They know you good water, but then it's the way you speak, how you present yourself, and then they can know, man, you got something good going on there. That's how I maintain positive relationships, focusing on what matters the most, so that things can be water over time, and God can bring an increase in that relationship.
So it sounds like you lead with values, you lead with your values, and then you connect with other people's values, and that's what maintains relationships.
Absolutely.
And I can imagine how the values that you operate with in the work that you do bleeds over or maybe even comes from the values that you maintain at home.
Yes.
You're married to
Yes,
Deborah Underwood. Yes.
Miss Deborah. Yes,
We're familiar with her and the many years that she served at Revealing Truth Ministries. How long have you all been married now?
We've been married, man, since 2008. So I'm not going to do the math. Yeah, 2008 we got married.
2008.
Yes, sir.
So that is
16
years.
the number. Yeah, yes, sir.
16 years of marriage. You guys just celebrate. Did you just have an anniversary?
No, it was in December. Our anniversary is in December.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Time moves so fast, man.
I know,
Seemed like
man.
December was just here. All right. So 16 years of marriage, and you have 2 children.
Yep.
All right. TJ.
That's my
who's
oldest.
Junior.
Yep, Junior.
Well, okay, Junior. Number 2.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep.
Antoine Underwood,
The third.
the second, and then you have Antoine Underwood, the third.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How old is TJ?
TJ he'll be 21 this year.
He'll be
Yeah.
21 this year.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then how old is Antoine?
Antoine is 14.
Antoine is 14. Wow, that's some critical times, right?
Yes, sir.
You got someone who's moving further into their teenage years and then someone who's moving further into adulthood. And so let's get into it. How have you and your wife cultivated a home environment that is fitting for those dynamics? Boys, TJ, adult, and Antoine, a growing teen. What values have you placed in your house to make that work peacefully?
Right,
Peacefully.
that word. Let me back a little bit, and I try to go through this quickly. When I first met Deborah, I told her, hey, I have a son.
Okay.
At that time, he was 2. I said, I have a son. I'm currently going through child support. You know, if we're gonna be together, I need to let you know what's, you know, I'm mature and this is who I am. This is what I bring to the table. I
Okay.
think it's important that you let people know what you have.
Yeah.
Because that was rough. Going through child support court, going through driving to Birmingham, flying to Birmingham every now and then. You know, thank God for my brother, Pastor Gamage, who spends a lot of time together. That helped me out. You know, my circle. And Deborah, first thing she said, she went to Pastor Deborah and asked her, like, what do I do? You know? And I never forget, she joined me when I went to child support court. And I
Okay.
can remember that, you know, you hear the nuances of deadbeat dads and stuff like that. And so Deborah was with me to my good water. And knowing that I just joined the church, I'm in the church and, you know, learning how, you know, my relationship with God, that helped me through the court.
Right.
Because they want to take all my money.
Right.
They don't know me. I'm from Florida. They're in Alabama. It's like, I know you do other things. We heard you DJ. I'm like, I don't DJ. I wasn't DJing at the time. You
Got
know,
it.
I didn't DJ until after I learned about sound right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it took a lot for me because I know where I came from. I know I can snap. I know I can get mad. But it was her praying for me while through that moment because that took a moment. Now we have a 2-year-old TJ who don't know nothing what's going on. I'm in court fighting for me being just rights to even have my son to come down here.
Right.
They wouldn't even give me rights to see him. I had to fly up there. I had timelines and
Got it.
those who know me, flying to Birmingham every week, like every summer to get TJ. It was one of the moments. But I had a curfew. As a dad, I had a curfew because they didn't trust that I would bring him back on time.
Got it.
So I had to have him back by midnight of that Monday morning on a Sunday, leaving church, get in the car, driving to Birmingham every summer. But I made sure that he was connected when he was here for summer. It wasn't about what's going on in Birmingham. You know, bump all the rules. You know, I'm bringing him to church. I'm bringing him around the children's ministry. I'm bringing him around other people. And there was some moments, man, to where if it wasn't for the church, man, I don't know if I would still be here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it sounds like
You know what I'm saying?
a lot to navigate.
Because you don't know what your son is taking in. He going
Right.
back to Birmingham. He's been poor. He's happy. He's running around playing with other kids. And he's 575 miles away. And you just praying that, hey, what he learned this summer is going to get him through the next summer.
Right.
Or next time I see him. Nobody understood them dark moments like, man, like, did I do the right thing? Did I spend enough time with him? Did I do this? And so fast forward, Antoine was born.
Got it.
Antoine was born. He's a brand new baby. And that was a dynamic that changed because now I don't know what TJ was being told in Birmingham.
Got it.
Our relationship started changing.
Okay.
And you know,
So TJ is 6-7 years older than Antoine.
yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, I would only give him every summer when I go home for Thanksgiving, I would see him. But it started changing and started shifting because now it's like, oh, you got a new son.
Right.
What are you going to do for TJ?
Your son. Right.
So he's still young or whatever. I didn't realize, fast forward to when his mom passed away last year, how much of thoughts triggering. You know, TJ came down one summer, and he was a little older. He was a teenager by then. Like he about 15, 16. And he was like, Dad, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus. And I'm like, whoa, what? What?
Right.
What are you talking about? At that moment, you're challenged because it's like you've been pouring and pouring and pouring and hoping that you be a good. I'm trying to stop about crime,
Good
but
example.
good example for your son. It's like,
Right.
man, at that point, it's like, God, did I mess up?
Yeah.
Am I not good?
Yeah.
And that was a challenging year. To the point after that moment, for about 2 years, my communication with TJ was like very like strained.
Got it. Right.
And so, and then him trying to learn with Deborah, you know, all that kind of stuff. When he would come down, we would always try to do things as a family. But then when she transitioned,
When
everything
his
came
mom
right.
transitioned.
When his mom transitioned, all that came out.
Got it.
Questions like, Dad, did you ever put your hands on a woman? Dad, did you ever do this? Did you do this? Because what he's been fed and what he's been
Right.
told. But when I told him, I said, TJ, I'm going to get you. After you graduate, I'm gonna let you stay for the remainder of the month. I'm gonna come and get you.
So just to give more detail, so at this point, from birth to now he's about 18, graduating
Right.
from high school. He's lived in Alabama. He's been in
Correct.
Birmingham. You go and get him for summers. You go visit during the year as much as you can.
Right.
But Birmingham is home.
To him,
Y'all,
yes.
you've navigated this dad-son relationship long distance, and now you're at the point he's graduated from high school, and it's in your heart, son, I'm coming to get you.
Right.
Like I think the best thing for you in this season of your life is that you be with me.
And you
Okay.
got to trust those moments that you spend time with him, because that was more valuable for me, because when I told him that he was challenged.
Got it.
He was like, I don't want to come to Florida.
Right.
And it was to the point to where he told me, like, I don't want you in my life.
Okay.
You are a narcissist, you this. I mean, it was like just attacking the water, like you said, good water, attacking the things that I know who I am.
Right.
And that hurt, man. That hurt. Like you're a dad and you're trying so hard to navigate through that.
Yeah.
All the things that you've learned through God, and it was rough.
Yeah.
Man, it was so rough. I told Deborah I'm going to get him. I know what God told me. And God showed me a vision. It was a vision that TJ got caught up into some mess. And I said, nah, that ain't going to happen. So I the week before I went and got him, I texted him. I said, hey, man, I'm coming to get you on Father's Day. I'm coming to get you on Father's Day of all days.
Yes.
You know, I went 2 years without him even saying Happy Father's Day. So I'm coming to get him on Father's Day. I drive up. I'm driving up. I get him. I go and get him. And we driving back. It was the longest 9-hour trip that I could have with silence.
Right.
Even music. And I'm a DJ.
Right.
Music wouldn't even help.
Right.
Because he just sitting over there, headphones on his phone. And I'm like, you hungry? Nah, I'm straight. Like, oh, okay, this is finna be rough. Okay, Lord, so I'm praying. I'm trying to pray. I'm like, man, I really want to just stop this car and we finna go at it, because I feel like, boy, you disrespected me.
Yeah.
We got him here, and I'll never forget, Deborah opened the door, and we just moved to our house, and he said in the car, he said, Dad, give me a moment. I'm sitting in the car. And I okay, man, this first time you even said something to me for this whole entire trip. Great. And I can remember, this is
He asked you for a moment before getting in.
because we pulled in the garage, and it's like his whole life changed. Like,
Right.
I'm in
It's
Florida.
real. Yeah.
And so the
But
door
I need you to
opened.
do this. Just unpack for us the emotions or the thoughts that you're having. I'm imagining you're thinking about your intentions. Like over the last 18, 19
Yeah.
years of your life, every action that I've done has been intended to protect you, provide for
Yeah.
you, build a relationship, do all these things. But what you're seeing doesn't reflect what you've intended.
Oh, no.
Right? So
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
riding, you're in this
Man.
9 hours on the road, and you're thinking about what you intended to do, but you're seeing what is. How did you continue? How did you stay focused on the assignment
Man, it
with
was
all
never-
those conditions?
It was never God, man. It wasn't me, because I know my flesh. You disrespecting me, homie, it's finna be on. It be me and you. I know where I'm from. East Lake, Alabama. It's gonna be on. I'm finna show you where your dad was
Right.
raised from.
Right?
And the
Yeah.
level of it's almost like ungratefulness.
Right.
We
Yeah.
pulled him in the garage. He said, give me a moment. I gave him a moment. And I just heard him just basically start like breathing hard, like then he started taking the stuff out of the car. I said, you good? He said, just give me a moment. He went upstairs, I showed him his room. We had, got him a brand new bed and decorated his room, welcome home, TJ and everything. All this stuff, just laid the red carpet out for him. And it's like he was ungrateful about it. And it went till he came downstairs and like looked at us, looked at TJ, looked at Antoine, looked at Deborah. We all smiling. I'm happy. I'm tired, but I'm happy. I mean, I know what we just went through. I didn't want to bring it, but then he was like, it's gonna take me a moment to realize all of this. And I can only imagine that he can only realize the goodness that I've been telling him. Like, hey, I'm preparing a place for you.
So he was able to articulate that. He said, "Hey, it's
From how he had it, he was very
Got it.
emotional.
okay."
And then, and I tell you this quickly. That one, okay. This is like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
Got it.
In the morning. So it's
Right.
Father's Day. I've been driving all
Right.
day long. And so Monday, I'm like, man, I just want to relax. Let's just get through this night. And I can remember Deborah going in there and just talking to them and say, your dad has been really working on this for a long time. He really just wanted to make sure that you're here. And by that time, I'm in my feelings. So I hear him say, I know it's just a lot. You know, I just feel like he don't understand my role, my plans, and what I had planned. But the whole time, it just was rough. And so, fast forward a year later, TJ came to me and said, "Dad, I realized what you was doing.
Got it.
And I couldn't see it, but I thank you for everything." For me, that's growth because, hey,
That's like validation.
it be times I want to have this conversation with, hey, man, how do you really feel about being down here?
Right.
But God would never allow me to, because he's still growing. He's still getting over his mom being you know, she transitioning and stuff like that. So I'm very sensitive, but at the same time, it's like, don't you forget about all the things that God has done and get you here. Like, you know what I'm saying? He started asking, like, hey, how much did you spend to come get me? Like, did you really go broke by coming in to see me? Like, it's like it was almost like he was trying to find validation in why my intentions of why I was coming to Birmingham.
He's putting the pieces together for
like,
himself.
Are you the superstar dad or whatever? Like, you just trying to get a trophy? And I had to tell him, like, bro, I did what I knew I had to do for you always. I sacrificed coming up there. I sacrificed flying. Sometimes I spent $800, $900 just to go get TJ. Right. And anybody can tell you, Pastor Gammons can tell you, that was time I had no money. Sometimes I get there like, God, I spent all my money. They're going to have these family that will have to help me eat, help me, you know, because I didn't want him to present to him like I'm this guy. You know what I'm saying? And it was moments where I like, TJ, man, look, we just going to ride this thing out. And from there, I saw Antoine looking up to his brother now. Now his brother's not on a FaceTime no more. His brother's not on a video call. I actually physically have my brother. And it's so cool to see it now as we fast forward, how our family is developing, how his relationship with Deborah is going, and how Antoine will leave his mom in the car, run upstairs just to say, TJ, how was your day, brother? That's like, good. For him to say that and you hear that.
Yeah.
You just know you're doing some good stuff, man.
That's good.
You know, and I love my boys, and sometimes you just gotta know that you're doing the right thing, whatever God is telling you. Because as a dad, man, you know, it's rough. It's rough not knowing how Deborah and his mom, when she was here, how that relationship is going to go, because it can impact things. But seeing how God worked everything out was beautiful, man. And I just thank God, even to this day, like, we're still growing as a family. We're still learning each other. There are things that we're still working through. But I thank God for the journey that we're on. You know, I thank God that I didn't quit on my boy. I thank God that he's recognizing where we are right now and recognizing that it's two parts. I have a part and he have a part. And we all have a part. But I just thank God that we have a church that we can come and learn and grow from, that helped us get to where we are now. Because without this church, I don't think I would be here right now. I don't think that. Cause I tell you something real quick. It be times I be talking to the marching band about life and their parents and stuff like that, and the enemy will say, "What about your son in Birmingham? You focusing too much on these kids down here. What about your son in Birmingham?" And it be times that I'm like, "Nah, I give it thought." Like the Bible say, "Take no thought." I give it thought. I'm just being transparent. You give thoughts to those things sometimes. But I had to remember that I brought TJ around the band, so he'd know this is what your dad doing. Right. You know, whatever people telling you, no, your dad going to church. He's like, Dad, why we go to church so much? Because that's all I know. That's all I know, bro.
That's what we do.
We going to church. We got every church event. We going to serve. And now I'll say this. My boys love to serve. Yeah. Because of what we exemplified at home as servants. Right. Yeah. He served. He worked for one of his company. He cleaned. And he just loves to help people. And I believe that sometimes those distractions can keep you from knowing that you're doing a good thing and your children are seeing you doing a good thing to the point to where you discredit your own self. Yeah. Trying to prove something to your children versus living it out. That's right. Right. And letting your children to see with it. So for me, I'm grateful that I can let God do the work through me and let them see it and not be trying to force me being this great man or whatever. Like you know, I want them to see me how God sees me. And has been the most rewarding thing for me to see, that we're all maturing. Antoine's going to high school this year. You know, him and his brother talk. Like to see him, the big brother in the house, so I need to go and tell my big brother, hey, I didn't do so well in sports. And hearing him say, hey, Brody, you got to do this. And that's something you can't buy. That's right. Yeah. That's something a FaceTime call can't do. And it's tangible, so me and Deborah allow that relationship to build because hey, as we mature in this series, we're learning so much, man. I choose to believe that God has His hand on our family, and He's protecting our family. And as we grow, you're gonna have growing. People say growing pains. It ain't growing pains for us. It's just growth moments that we have to grow through. And as we learn each day and learn each other, our patterns, we learn how to love each other throughout, despite what happened or what even thoughts or whatever. We learn how to, hey, you feeling this? Let's talk about it, because I don't want you having to fester about it and figure it out yourself. Let's come together as a family and work it out. So, man, I'm over here crying.
That's
man.
amazing. No, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much. And man, I encourage. There's so many details that I wanted to get to, and that you have in you that will benefit us. And maybe at some other setting with more time, we can get to those things.
Absolutely.
But thank you
man.
for what you shared. Thank you for being here with us
Thank
this
you.
morning. Yeah.
Thank you.
Give it up for Deacon Antoine Lamar Underwood. We're going to continue the conversation. We're going to add Pastors Terrence and a very Gamage to the conversation, and we'll continue in the theme of Mature Me, I Choose Us. We look forward to seeing you Thursday morning at 10 o'clock for part 2 of the Deeper Dive conversation. Till then, know that we love you. God does too. Keep attending and keep being most blessed. We'll see you soon.
I pray my crown can show your glory, and show I'm not alone no more. My brothers now sing with me, He's turning it around. And to my sisters now, sing with me, He's turning it around. Because you promised me, all your faith, hope, love. My God, you promised me, all your faith, hope, love. My day hasn't started yet, my present cross has weighed me down. Who's gonna mend this broken crown? It's all your faith, hope, love. Faith, hope, love. Faith, hope, love. Faith, hope, love. My day hasn't started yet. Present crosses weigh me down. Who's gonna mend this broken crown now? Faith, hope, love. Faith, hope, love. You promised me, oh.
I tried running away from you, and you brought me back. I tried looking somewhere else where you wasn't at. No matter how far I go, you bring me close. No matter how far I run, you send your son. Jesus, He died for me and died for you. Cares for me, He cares for you. Going through some things, well, He can change it. My brothers, hold on. He's carrying you while you carry your cross. To my sisters, you don't have to be strong. His strength is made perfect in our weakness. He's already
Started yet, my present cross is waiting.